I remember growing up in the streets of Lagos Island. Every Sunday morning, the first thing we do is pop out, look over the balcony, and they say, oh my God, they are playing football, and everybody just comes out. We start playing football from like 7, 8 till about 12, 1 p.m. So I was about 8 or 9 years old when I told my parents that I would like to play professional football.
When I started aerial hoop, it was all by myself. So, a matter of fact, I started using a bicycle tire to learn in my room. So, I grew up from that and I was able to buy a hoop for myself. And I knew if I could do the hair suspension, there's nothing in this world I won't be able to do when it comes to circus. So I kept watching YouTube. Since 2019, I kept watching Lisa Sterling back to back. But there was this day I just woke up. I did a fresh crochet. And I'm like, Grace, you can do this, just try. So I went to my sitting room, bust my roof, did anything I could, and then I put my rope there and my belt. I used my trouser belt to tie my hair around. And lo and behold, I could hang myself.
Smartphone came into vogue, and then the world became more connected, and then I was surfing the internet one day, and then I found this video of Sean Malto on a skateboard, and I just got curious how he was able to use it. It felt sticky, how everyone would say now. Is it sticking to your leg? So I got really curious, and then I told myself I'll get one, and then that was how I got my first skateboard.
I studied as a computer scientist. However, when I came to Lagos in 2011, I started looking for other things to do. As hobbies actually. Then in 2012, I quit my job and I became a full-time photographer. So it's been 9 years, and it's been a really nice shift from having the regular traditional DSLRs to me transitioning to full-time mirrorless cameras. And the R3 at this point is so exciting. It's exciting to really have a new camera that can actually do what the likes of the 1DX Mark II and 1DX Mark III has done for me in the past. And having it in a lighter body that is even faster in terms of focusing than these other cameras is just amazing.
Football has helped me to express myself creatively because it's a sport of calculation, fitness, and self-confidence. So football keeps me in the moment of saying, I can do this. Football relates to life in general, you know. You have to plan, you have to strategize, you have to package, you have to brand, you have to practice, you know. Because if you don't practice, whatever you have in your head, you cannot put it to play.
The stunts in hair sports suspension are yoga stunts. You hardly do the contortion except you're a pro. I'm a pro, so it's easier for me to merge yoga poses and contortion poses. These poses make your hair suspension look more beautiful. It brings out the art in it.
Why skateboarding? Because it's very different. One, it makes you fit out. You're not trying to fit into a team, you're not trying to fit into a group, you're not trying to be someone else or trying to be under someone else. You're kind of just yourself. Everything you do is just based on you, based on how you want to look, based on what trick you feel like doing today. You don't have to listen or fall back to someone else. So I think that's why I chose skateboarding. Or more like that's why I chose me.
First of all, the touch screen is just amazing that you can actually shoot sports and you can actually touch and you can actually track human tracking or object tracking, that you can track cars, you can track people. It's just amazing. You can actually track animals on the R3. That's just amazing. The articulating screen is another thing that is just really amazing. Also, having an SD card, I mean, I'm sure it's SD XC, that the extreme SD cards. Having an SD card to function in a sports camera that is high performance as the R3 is just very revolutionary too. Also, having all the controls you need as buttons on the body of the camera itself without having to press a menu or go into a menu before changing anything is revolutionary.
I train 4 times a week, so 3 times with my football club, once, with my personal session.
I'll advise you to go through basic exercises if you want to learn circus. First of all, start with a stretch. Be good in basic yoga, basic contortion. You don't have to go to the extreme. Gradually, you get there. Most times I practice 4 hours every day.
I skate about 3 to 5 times a week. So literally, before you do every trick, you've already kind of pictured it in your mind. So when you're not there mentally, there's kind of like 10%, there's kind of 0% chance actually going to work. And muscle memory, I mean, the more you do it, the better you get at it.
When capturing sports, the moment I look at for what you call the deciding moments, moments just before an action and moments after the action, and the real moments during the action itself. I'm looking out for reactions, I'm looking out for gestures that are unusual, and the R3 just gives me the confidence that I really won't miss the moment. This is an amazing, a whooping 30 frames per second. What it essentially means for me is I really don't need to miss any action. From the starting of the leap to the landing, I can actually capture all this action without losing one moment. So we have about 1,053 focus points covering the entire screen on this camera. I mean, it's a huge departure from the 6Ds and the 5Ds that we have 6 or 9 focus points, which is just amazing. So it means every single place on my frame, I can actually focus even right till the edge of the frame. The high autofocus, that's the high control, is actually a very creepy but so cool feature. It's really cool because I can just look through the viewfinder and I can actually look at something and my focus goes on top of the subject that I'm looking at. It goes on the subject and it eventually tracks the subject until the subject is out of frame or I shift focus to something else.
What I do to maintain my agility and endurance, I run 10 kilometers every week. I have drills, I train with cones in front of my house. There is a nice front yard where I run shuttle runs, from marker to marker, from cones to cones, and then I jump over tires and all.
To hang on my hair, I had to eat less. I started feeding on just protein. I cut down on my carbohydrates a lot. So to hang better, to do the circus better, to do your aerial hoop better, to do the silk better, to do any kind of circus better, be it contortion, be it aerial, be it trapeze, be it pole, flying pole, just try and weigh less. You'll be better, you feel good, you feel better, you're able to carry yourself up. The importance of weighing lesser is to lift yourself.
The sport is a very addictive sport. So as soon as you learn a trick, you kind of never want to leave. So you spend time on it. So that alone stretches you out. You do a lot of jumping, squatting. So even unknowingly, you're actually working out.
all throughout the tests or the shoots we did with different athletes and different subjects, I've never had to change battery. All through the 3 days back-to-back shooting, I never had to change battery during the day at any point in time. So the battery LPE19 is actually batteries from the 1DX Mark II, 1DX Mark III, and these batteries are known to last a ton. I mean, this camera sports a 24.1 CMOS sensor. However, the size of the images in terms of pixels that come out of this 24 megapixel counts is still 6,000 by 4,000. So adequately you can still get print-worthy images from this camera.
Just find that talent. Get that talent. Work on your talent. And you see it pay you well.
The skating community doesn't judge. So if you actually want to skate, all you just have to do is text someone, say hi to someone, come to wherever you feel guys skate, and they just pull up. And everyone there's going to accept you, because I mean, everyone randomly just came one day and then now we're all good friends. So it's a very open community.
I am here for impossible doings. And impossible doings does not come with comfort zone. You are not meant to be in your comfort zone. Success in anything you want to do, football, cricket, squash, basketball, wrestling, boxing, traditional wrestling, swimming, track and field races, shot put, Formula 1, MotoGP. You cannot do the impossible if you are comfortable. Impossible things don't come easy because they are meant to be impossible.
This camera is so powerful and it's so fast, and it would be a no-brainer that a wildlife photographer or a sports photographer will own this camera. However, it's not only meant for them. I mean, anybody that shoots fast-paced action would really love this camera, from wedding photographers to fashion photographers, and even reportage journalists and even news photographers will really love this camera. So I think the R3 is a beast. I mean, it's in its own class. I think the R3 is actually the start of something new. It's not a continuation of something else. It's something really different, and I can't wait to see the improvement in technology that would experience from this, starting with this beast right here. So I think the R3 has exceeded in terms of expectation, yes, my expectations, and looking forward to even more.